weekly freebie games for you and deals too.
Alright, you beautiful peoples off the interwebs, it's me, Glyn, the CheapSkate gamer, or if you want the rumbles, it's the Wokeopotamus. And of course, it's that time of week where we do the weekly freebie roundup. And welcome in. A little bit of a news update. I have got a Discord going, and I will post a link to that in the description. I'll remember to put my Discord link. It's very new, very small at the minute, but essentially I want somewhere to I can put good deals in there as well, so I'll be posting deals as well as help if you want to get streaming, become a streamer, any help with things like OBS and all that. I'll probably be answering in there, and I'll also put a few little technical help videos, but that's things for the future. As for now, we're going for our freebie weekly roundup, and stop jibber jabbering, Glyn, get on with it. Thank you for joining me, by the way, everyone. If you can, hit the like, smash the follow, whatever it is, whichever platform it is. I'm more than happy with just a like. That's the way we roll here, but thank you if you do. And let's get on. We have first up, we have got to get rid of me, and we're going to go to the Epic Game Store. And I'm in the wrong place, but there we go. We will get there. Epic Game Store, and there's 2 free games this week. We've got a horror game, Amnesia the Bunker, and we got Samaros free. So let's have a little look at Amnesia the Bunker. Let's find a video for us to play. Here we go. Amnesia the Bunker is a first-person horror game set in the desolate World War I bunker. Face the oppressing terrors stalking in the dark. Search for and use tools and weapons at your disposal. Keep the lights on at all costs and make your way out alive. Now, I'm not sure if this is one of the better Amnesias. I've got a funny feeling that this isn't as popular as some of the other ones, but hey ho, it's free, and we're going to check out the other free game, which they did release Samaros 2, I believe. Can't remember if we've had the first one, but Samaros 2 has already been a thing, and this is Samaros 3. And the blurb for this is: Samaros 3 follows a curious space gnome who uses the powers of magic flute to travel across the cosmos in search of its mysterious origins. Visit 9 unique and alien worlds teeming with colourful challenges, creatures and surprises to discover. And that one looks pretty cool. I like the animation and that. Look at that little giant space aardvark. That looks pretty cool. Interesting waste of a few. The story's cool in that. Kinda looks like Machinarium. Anyway, right, that's your 2 free games this week. Next week we are getting Fear the Spotlight. So another horror game for next week. Anyway, that's your Epic Game Stores, and as we know, Epic Games completely free. Just make an account, add them to your account. Right, let's pop along to the Prime Gaming. Let me just change the screen. There we go. Even better. Let me have a little zoom in there. There we go. And Prime Gaming, there's 3 new games being added this week, but they are starting to do repeats on Amazon, which is very unusual. They've only ever done a few repeats, but for some reason they're repeating the Fallout game. So we're getting Fallout New Vegas. Nothing wrong with that, because if you missed it first time round, here it is again to grab. We're getting the game Empty Shell, and we're also getting the game True Fear. So as we know with Amazon, I'll have to put a video in the background, but we'll read about Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition. Includes the full suite of highly acclaimed add-on content: Dead Money, Honest Hearts, Old World Blues and Lonesome Road. To sweeten the pot, you'll be armed with the latest cache of unique weapons, ammo types and recipes from most recent add-on packs, Courier's Stash and Gun Runner's Arsenal. And I think if you don't know what Fallout is by now, I don't know what end of the planet you've been living in, but of course it's an open world, choose your own adventure. But it does have a sort of campaign adventure that you can follow or not. It's up to you. So there we go. That's Fallout New Vegas. We have also got Empty Shell. Right, this one looks pretty interesting. It's got a weird 2D sort of top-down 2D 3D style graphics. Empty Shell will throw you in a dark industrial environment in a secret facility on a Japanese island. Each volunteer has signed a contract for a recovery operation without being privy to too many details. They said the facility has been abandoned for decades, but once you entered it, it was immediately apparent that something was wrong. So there we are. It's a bit of a horror game. A unique graphic fidelity on that one. I do quite like that fidelity. It reminds me of another game I've played, which I can't remember the name of. Noct, I think it's called. Noct, that's it, N-O-C-T, which is a starter game. Anyway, and the last off, sounds like a horror game, but unfortunately it's one of these lost and found object games, and it's called True Fear Forsaken Souls Part 1. You are walking down the street, you don't recognise, the fog's slowing to your pace and crawl, darkness blinds you, you pause to look up to see a house, candles flicker in every window like beacon. Essentially, it's a puzzle adventure game, basically more or less static screens, and uncover the lost items that you're looking for. There are a few puzzles in there. I'm not the greatest fan of these type of games, and it looks like as well next week they'll be giving you the second version of that True Fear. But like I say, apart from Fallout New Vegas and Empty Shell, again, Amazon a bit weak in my opinion. Anywho, let's move along. Let's check out the Steam store. Let's check, are there any free games on Steam? No, we haven't had a free game for over a week now. 10 days was the last free day game we had, but we have got some deals on. So we'll go with the under £7 for now. Detroit Become Human, only £6.79, that's a pretty good deal. Necessi, I've never seen this game. Popularity wise, 95%, and it's only £5.84. That's quite an interesting one. I don't know, no idea what that's about. Borderlands 3 is back up for a £5. This is a good deal. Middle of Earth Shadow Bundle. Essentially, you get in Shadow of War and Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor on there, and I believe they're going to be the. Let's have a quick look. We shall have a look. They are the definitive editions as well, so they're like Game of the Year editions. So that's a really good bundle. Essentially, you're paying £3 each for them on Steam. A lot of these Tom Clancy games are in a deal at the minute. One they've only just released, but the best one on here, I think it's called. What was it? Chaos Theory is one, isn't it? Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. I know that one's out for a couple of quid. You can pick that up. What else? Here we go. Splinter Cell Blacklist. That one's quite popular. That's £4.50 though, which I think is a bit expensive. Vermintide 2, £1.18. That's a deal. Elite Dangerous £4.49 has been cheaper. We did have it for nearly less £2 a couple of weeks ago. This I thought was a good deal. Greedfall £2.99. That's a pretty good deal. Air. It's quite hard to say, that is. Nailed it. That looks pretty good. What else is there? Green Hell is still on there. Oh, here we are. Chaos Theory, look, is only £2.14. That's probably one of the highest rated Splinter Cells. Bit of an old game, but if you fancy going back, Back 4 Blood is only £4.99. That would have been nice if it was £4.99 with all the DLC. That'd be quite cool. Suicide Squad, I quite enjoy Suicide Squad, and for £2.99 it's a steal. The Fear games going cheap. Max Payne 3, good Max Payne that is. That's a hell of a lot different to the original first two Max Paynes. It's kind of done in a third person, bit more like a Max Payne meets Grand Theft Auto, that one. Very good graphics for its day and time, that Max Payne. Still looks probably really good on PC nowadays. Borderlands sequel, £2.99, that's pretty good. Anyway, there we go, that's your deals on Steam. There's still quite a few to look out for. The deals will change tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. So we're going to pop along now. We're going to check out the consoles. We're on the PlayStation Plus, and your Plus games haven't changed, but they are good. Alan Wake 2, Cocoon, Goat Simulator 3. There's nothing changed on the extras. They'll be changing in the next couple of days. And there was something, I've forgotten what it was I was going to tell you, but there is something good coming to PlayStation Extra in the next couple of days. What was it? I might not remember. There's nothing changed on the premium. I have checked. Nothing added to PSVR 2. So more or less the update will be during the week. Probably from next Tuesday, I think it is. They'll be changing the extra games. So keep an eye out for that, because they are adding some new groovy ones into there. Right, let's go check out the Xbox. And it's a bit of a disappointing again. Last week they chucked in a load of slop. It's even more slop this week. Although casting of Frank Stone looks okay. It's a cross between the Dead by Daylight guys and the guys that make the Dark Anthology games. So I'm not sure exactly how this plays, but that one, in fact, let's have a little look at it. It should let me have a look at a video on it. Here we go. Let me just play a video. We'll turn the sound off. But from the video, it looks pretty cool. Sorry, I just had to have a drink. I'm not sure if it's a multiplayer game or not. Usually, the Dead by Daylight's a multiplayer game, whereas the Dark Anthology games, they can play co-op, but they don't tend to be multiplayer games. But it looks like one of those type of games. It's very hard from the description to actually work out what it is. See, the storytelling prowess of Supermassive Games meets Dead by Daylight universe in a haunting horror game that won't soon be forgotten. There we go. What is it? Doesn't say multiplayer. It's got ray tracing in it. That's cool. Okay, right. Anyway, that's probably one of the standout titles this week. The other two, The Grinch, Ball Pit, whatever. And if you're on PC, you don't get the horror game. You get some extra content for Rainbow Six Siege, and you get this game called PAX Day, which is some sort of MMO. And I don't even know if that's a free-to-play game or not. I couldn't really work out what the hell it wanted to be. I looked at the video. You are picking apples in it, so whatever that is. Anywho, I think that's your Xbox Game Pass out the way. Bit of a puppy week, in my opinion. Anyway, let's move along to Steam game bundles, and we've got quite a few things going on here. We've got these Capcom Ultimate Bundle, which I think is not very good value, to be honest. 2 games for 30 quid. You can pretty much pick them up out your local game store for that sort of price. Although you have got like Monster Hunter plus DLC, and another Monster Hunter plus DLC in there. Whatever. Didn't think it was a great deal. You have got the Capcom Horror Bundle. Something similar going on here, but 2 games for 13 quid. Now, there is a deal to be had here in the Resident Evil The Village with a dual pack here of Resident Evil 6 and Resident Evil 7. That's probably worth the 13 quid. That's not the best deal in the world, but not the worst deal in the world. That's pretty good. Those 3 games for 13 quid, you'll get some fun out of them, that's for sure. Especially this time of year. I'd like to see these two get joined into a pack for like a £5, but you know, that's me. Dream on, mate. Right, what else we got on the Fanatical? We have got some others. We have got Story Rich Bundle. And they've added the Star Wars bundle. So let's have a check out the Star Wars bundle. It's £15.20. You get everything that's here. Most of which I think I've already got. I think it's quite expensive, to be honest. I think I've had a cheaper version of this where you get a little bit less, but more or less the good games. But yeah, it's still a good deal for that price. How many do you get? You get 76 quid, 14 awesome games for $15.19, so just over £1 a game. It's not too bad. And then finally we've got a build your own story rich bundle. And this is 3 games for a tenner, and I don't think I've heard of a single game here, although this one is in my library, but I haven't played it. Oh, the Lord of the Rings Gollum, which sucks. And then everything else, I've never heard of it, and I don't know if it's... Well, I've heard of Anodyne, the original, but not Anodyne 2, and they changed the format. I'll just show you the thing. Original Anodyne was like a 2D adventure, and it was pretty cool, but the new one looks like they've done like a low-res 3D version, almost like a PlayStation 1 style graphics. Not sure if it suits that particular style of game or not. Anyhow, that is a thing. Nothing else there I can really sort of point my finger out and say, yeah, that's a must buy. Anyway, there are other bundles available. Links are always in the description that lead you straight over to the Fanaticals. And then we'll go and check out, finally, we'll go over to Humble Bundles. And there's a couple of deals. There's 4 new bundles on here. But before we check out the 4 bundles, let's check out, don't forget, you've still got the choice for this month with Atomic Heart, V-Rising, the remake of System Shock, and Caravan Sandwich, plus these other games. And that's not bad for £11.50. There's some, I mean, those 3 titles alone kind of make up for that price. Anyway, without the choice out the way, we go straight back to the bundles. And there's 4 new bundles to check out here. We'll start with Avatar Legends. There's only 7. This is quite new. Haven't sold that many, so let's have a little look what's in the bundle. And these are actual physical items, so I don't know why this is in. You must have to give your address to get this. We're going to move on from this because this, it says it's a game bundle, but it says a physical item, so they must have to post this to you. So it's like a extra special edition for Avatar. Okay, not my type of thing. We'll move on from that. We will go with this one now, Cosmic Mysteries and Noir Realities. Nearly 4,000 of these been sold, and it's going, it's only just released. So for £8.90, this is a good deal by the way, £8.92, Chicken Police, Paint It Red, Strangeland, Norco, Hobbs Barrow. This is the makes this deal really good. Disco Elysium Final Cut, Game of the Year, that was. And then you got Glitch Hikers, Genesis Noir, and Tales of the Neon Sea. So that's quite interesting. I've got Tales of the Neon Sea. I've never played it though, but it does look interesting. These are all sort of police or sort of crime games. Probably got like puzzle elements in it. Well, that's pretty cool. It's interesting, that noir game. Glitch Hikers here. Couldn't quite work out what Glitch Hikers is about, but looks strange enough. Anyway, so there we are. That's a really good deal. No wonder it's selling quick. £9. There's 8 games. So you're paying just over £8.15, sort of something like that. £8.15. You're paying just over £1.15 for each of these games. That's a hell of a deal. All of these games are pretty good. Right, we will have a little look at. We got FanFest and Empires and Engines. Check out FanFest. This is Love It or Leave It, £22.30. Gets you a load of Train 6, Rogue Trader and Train Sim 6 games and DLC add-ons. Hell of a lot of add-ons on here. Predator Hunting Grounds, not a great game. Atom and Eve, yeah, it gets a high rating, but it's not much of a game there. Terra Tech gets quite a high review. This is an interesting game. I know people that really enjoy that game. It's something different. It's a bit like Lego, but for in real life, well, in virtual Lego or virtual Meccano then. Got a SpongeBob game, Koira. I suppose there is some value there, but I think the value is in, even for £13.38, I think that's still a bit expensive for those 6 games. So yeah, it's not that's why it's not selling very well. If you look, FanFest 1,700 sold, and they're probably all Train Sim fans. Right, we'll move along to Empire and Engines. A few more of these have been sold. There's 24 games in here, although they're not all games. Minimum spend £10.76, and essentially you're getting Tropico 6 and an absolutely ton of DLC. Then you're getting Railway Empire and a load of DLC. Tropico 5, Port Royale 4, Tropico 4 Collection Bundle, so 5 for Port Royale 3, Tropico 3, and then you're getting a coupon for money off Railway Empire 2. Okay, well, make of it whatever you want. I mean, it's probably well worth that money. £7.17, just don't get the DLC and you get the older Tropical games. That's not worth it, in my opinion. May as well go with the £10.76. Anyway, if you love those games, you love them, you know what you're buying. Right then, let's get back to Neon here, and I think we're sort of done for the week, I think. Pretty short one this week, but don't forget to check out, you get your 2 epic free games. Amazon, if you haven't got your Fallout, add that to your collection. And there we go. I don't think I'm going to bother ranting. Don't forget links to the Discord in the description. I've opened it up for the first 50 people. After that, then I'll start doing it by invite only, if you know what I mean. Okay, so yeah, thank you for joining me. I'm been your host, Glyn, CheapSkate Gamer, Wokeabotamus, and we'll see you next week. Oh, don't forget, guys, doing a lot of live streams at the moment. That's why I've set up the Discord so I can sort of post the live streams in there. And thank you for all who's joined me. I've noticed a lot of the people who either comment or chat in my thing of chat in my comment section on YouTube have joined me also to watch me on Rumble, or I'm streaming to Rumble, YouTube, and Twitch as well, so when I'm live streaming. So thank you for all of you out there. You know who you are, for coming in, saying hello, and that just makes my night. Just come in and have a chat with the other people in there. It's great. Conversations get things going, don't they? And I'll be playing, normally it's Witches on Wednesdays, Assassin's Creed games on Sundays, and it could be anything else in between if I do impromptu streams between that. Friday I'll probably be doing a horror game tomorrow as well, not long after this video has gone out. So yeah, thank you again, and we'll see you next week, guys. Bye now.
CheapSkate Gaming, yeah, you know the name. They got the games that won't break the bank, so come on over and join the crew. They'll show you how to game and save money too. CheapSkate Gaming, yeah, you know the name. They got the games that won't break the bank, so come on over.